So what are some really sexy phrases or texts that you can send your man that will captivate his attention? Well, my team and I got hard at work, and today we've got 9 saucy phrases that will captivate his attention. Check it out. Hey there, my name is Matt Boggs, and I'm the founder of the Love and Relationships Division here at the Brave Thinking Institute, where our mission is empowering you to create and live a life you love. And that includes your love life. So if you like this video, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and click that little bell, because every week we bring you videos to empower you in your love life. And today we were talking about sexy phrases that you can send your man to captivate his attention, raise the temperature and the attraction, the sexy factor in that relationship. And so I'll give you a disclaimer, a qualifier. This should only be used with a man that you're sleeping with, that your man that you're in a relationship with, that the two of you feel comfortable with phrases that definitely mean I want to get down and dirty with you. And here's the other caveat. Many of the couples that I interviewed who had marriages over 50 years, we interviewed America's Greatest Marriages for my first book. They would all say how important sex is to the relationship, even into their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And sometimes my buddy and I were in our 20s listening to this. We're like, ooh, I don't know if I want to hear this right now. But it was so healthy for me to hear that look, sex doesn't have to die after a certain point of time. And here's what's great. They said you don't have to feel sexy to ignite the sexual energy in the relationship. That often when you act sexy, send that sexy text in advance, it can spark the sexual energy, and that in and of itself can begin to turn you on, rev you up, and get both of you ready for some beautiful connection time. So these 9 phrases, I encourage you, pick the ones that resonate with you, pick the ones that you like, edit them possibly to make them more aligned with you, but use them even in moments when you don't feel super sexy, but you know you and your man, maybe you haven't connected in a while sexually. Maybe the two of you haven't gotten it on in a moment, and you know that that's gonna help bond the two of you together. Use these sexy phrases to spice up that interaction, get his mind in the right place, turn yourself on so the two of you can connect. So here is number 1. Number 1 is, can't get you off of my mind, can't wait to get you alone. What I love about this is it's not graphic at all, but it's direct, it's to the point, and it builds that sexual tension. Like he knows, like, oh man, like she's feeling it, like she's ready, like she wants to get alone with me. I know what this is about, and it starts to rev him up in that moment as well. Great text to send. Here's number 2. Number 2 is, today's been really tense for me. Perhaps you can relax my body later. Wink, wink. Ooh, love this. Love this for a couple of reasons. Number 1 is it obviously suggests the two of you hooking up. But the second thing is men love to help you feel better, to know that they've had a positive impact or a positive effect on you. So this is you asking for him to serve you in this way, saying, today's been tough. I'm super tense. Maybe you can help me by doing something we both enjoy. Relax a little bit more. Now, number 3 I like because it's a little bit playful. Check this out. Here's what number 3 says. I thought I'd show you a little sneak peek before the main event. And then you send him a picture of just part of your outfit. So it might be your shoes, it might be the slit on your dress, it might be a shoulder, but send him just a piece of your outfit so that it gets him anticipating, ooh, I can't wait to see her when we go on our date. Love it. Now I love number 4 here because number 4 does 2 things. Number 4 is going to affirm that you find him sexy, but it's also going to reinforce behavior you would love more of from him. And this is where you text him this. I find it really sexy when a man, and then insert something that he's just did for you. Like if he took you on a beautiful adventurous date, you say, I find it really sexy when a man plans adventurous dates like that. If he replies like, thanks, you're sexy too, you can reply back with, I also find it really sexy when a man stops by unannounced and does my laundry for me. You'll laugh. So either way, whether you want to do the 1-2 joke with it, but the first one, I find it really sexy when a man, and then insert something he just did for you, great. Number 5 is very simple, but it's to the point, and it says, has anyone told you how hot you are? The reason that this text and other texts like it is just so good is because it feels good to know that you're desired. It feels good to know that you're wanted. You may think, well, he knows that I find him sexy. He knows that I want him. If he hasn't heard it from you in a while, if you haven't said it, if you haven't spoken it out loud, let him hear it, even through a text. Very, very valuable. Number 6 is brilliant. I call this the UPP. This is the ultimate praise phrase. And it goes like this. You do a great job of being my man. Thought you should know. The reason this is so great is because every man's greatest fear is inadequacy, not measuring up. Every man's greatest desire is to be the man that you desire. So letting him know that you do a great job of being my man just will fill him with this sense of fulfillment and job well done, and he will absolutely love it. Now, number 7, if you're a bit more playful and a bit more goofy, this one could really work for you because this is more of a funny, goofy one where you say, confession, I have a super crush on someone and their name rhymes with, and then you replace the first letter of his name with some other letter and say his name out loud. So if his name is Mark, you say, I have a super crush on someone and their name rhymes with Lark. Or my name is Matt, I have a super crush on someone and their name rhymes with Pat. Right? You'd be like, okay, just funny, playful, goofy, great way to let him know that you're thinking about him and that you like him, you've got a crush on him. Number 8 is also an appreciation text, lets him know he's doing a great job being your man, but it's phrased in just a different way, where you say, I really appreciate you for, and then insert the nice thing that he did for you. I really appreciate you for the way you rocked my world last night. You want to make it more saucy, connected to sex. You want to make it more G-rated, just connected to something that he did for you. But I really appreciate the way that you, and then, kissed my neck last night, or turned me on, or took me to the mountaintop, or whatever it is. That really adds the saucy flavor and lets him know that he's doing a great job being your man in the bedroom. Now, number 9, I love because it is right to the point. It is obvious, and he's going to love it too. And it's, I want to get naked with you right now. This is this, hey honey, I'll be home in 15 minutes. Like, let me cancel a meeting and I'm going to see you soon. Like, this is a great one to use for a midday rendezvous. If you actually know that he has time and he could take a long lunch break and the two of you could meet up or hook up, or even if the two of you are on vacation somewhere and you're like, I want to get naked with you right now. Boom, you go blast back up to the hotel room. Great way to connect with one another. And I'm going to give you a bonus one because this one came up in our conversation with my team earlier and it made me laugh, and I just got to share it with you. Now, you could give a code name to sex. Like, you could say sex equals breadsticks, because this came in another video that we had where we talked about Olive Garden breadsticks and how they were just like, oh man, you always want Olive Garden breadsticks. They're never bad, right? It's kind of like sex. It's sometimes not great, but it's never really that bad, right? It's always kind of good. Olive Garden breadsticks. So you could have a code word for sex and then just text him your code word where you're like, I really want some breadsticks right now. Super fun. So there you have it. 9 saucy phrases that will definitely grab his attention. My question for you is, if you've got the guts, what is the sauciest thing you've ever texted a man? Post in the comment section below. This is going to be an amazing conversation. Would love to check that out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon.